Morning everyone. I just wanted to pop on today and show you these fabulous layered embroidery masks. Now they don't have to be used as embroidery masks, they're just really lovely designs. If you just wanted to ink through them, there's lots you can do. So let's start off. We've got the beautiful butterflies. Okay, now what this gets you is, let me just break it up and take it from here. So here we go. They come attached and I've just snipped them to separate. So you've got one mask that gives you the beautiful butterflies, and then this one layers and can precision hole. You can puncture these using this tool here, which is a lovely fine needle tip. So you can puncture down the design and then you can go ahead and sew your design. So if I just show you some of the little prints that I've got off of here, this is by layering, running ink over the stencils to get these gorgeous prints, which will make beautiful cards just stand alone. This one's just embossed. And then this one, you can see that I've actually punctured those holes all ready to sew my design into. So that's the butterfly one, and these are £5.99 and they are available on the website. We've not got lots of stock left, it is just what's there. Then the second one is the flowers. I love this, again, for making funky backgrounds is just amazing. So here we go. This one is inked and it's also punctured, ready to be sewn. If you don't like sewing, you can always use these marks and do your own drawing. That looks amazing too. But I have started and sewn in a few of the leaves on that one. And then we've got just an embossed one. Then we've got like prints using inks on the stencils in lots of different colours. This one has got like a texture paste on it. You can pierce through that as well, because this particular paste, I believe this one is a craft artist one. You can actually pierce through there and sew. And then this one was just like what was left on the stencil. I got a second print from it and a third print. So you can have a lot of fun playing. And then moving on to the hearts. These look like kind of shells, don't they? They're gorgeous. So we have got, again, lots of different prints that you can pull off. And there's one onto coloured card and then popping that stitching in. We've got embossed designs. We've got multicoloured backgrounds. With Valentine's Day fast approaching, I think this one is a fabulous set to have, because I love the fact you've got lots of different size hearts in the background. And then last but not least, we have got the stars. I love all of the different effects that you can get with this one, different ways of stitching. That's that one. And I've got a few that I started. So this one has got some stitching, whereas this one is drawn. It really depends what you like to do. And I've used a white ink on top of black cardstock there. We have got just a normal emboss. And then we've got some texture paste prints. You've got that beautiful mica shine in there. That one is using Studio Light ink pads and getting sort of like 1, 2, 3 prints off of it. That's a bit of leftover of the paste that was on the stencil. Now this one is that texture paste, but look, I have actually sewn into that. You can pierce your holes through it. You might have lots of texture paste at home. Have a go, feel it. If it's flexible, you should be able to puncture through. And then this one looks really effective on the black. Again, different stitches, just exploring and playing to create different effects. You don't have to sew all of the elements. I'm just going to bring in some samples now to show you. So this one is just inked and it's got like the both layers of the stencil on there, but a lovely effective card. And the colour in the background, they are from the Studio Light shades of, well, this one shades of pink, but there's, of course, there must be about 8 different shades. the solids and the patterns. These are perfect for matting and layering up with these. Just a real good all-rounder to have in your stash. And then just using it as an inky background in there. This one has got some like texture paste on the top. This one is got those beautiful stitching with a little pearl in the middle. Just keeping them really simple. And thank you to Tracy Rogers. These are actually your samples. We've got those lovely hearts on there. Really effective. And you've got your stars. And then, so just mixing it up a little bit. Some are just inked, some are sewn, some are drawn. You don't have to do all of them, so these are sewn, but just taking a few. Then you've got the stars. This one, again, stars, but incorporating some die-cut stars on there. Maybe you want to make it into a Christmas card. Beautiful texture paste in the background there. And then on this one, what she's done is an easel, but just the tops, the wings of them butterflies. This one is fully stitched around the outsides. And then don't forget you can chop into those prints, so making different square panels on your cards. So there's my samples to show you. Now I am also going to bring in the boards, because we have got, you can use each piece on its own. So you've got the spotting effect there for your piercing. And then you could do this onto, maybe you want to applique it onto a bag. Very handy for that. But then look at that with the rainbow, just inking through. I think it looks beautiful. But then again, you can stitch on top of that or draw, entirely up to you. There's your hearts. We have got the floral elements as well. Again, don't forget you can go onto fabric as well with these. Just make sure that you use like a VersaFine ink, and then it should be fine until you've sewn. And then look at the beautiful designs there. Those ones are all stitched in. And then we have got the butterflies on their own and then together. And the stars. Again, different pattern on this one. And that's what I loved about them, because each time you can play and do different designs on them. So I'm just going to quickly show you. I'm just going to move those to the side. I'm going to take a piece of white card. We could do the floral elements, I think. And I'm just going to take this down. Get it in position. There we go. And then I'm just going to grab a couple of different inks. And for this one, I'm going to try and pick out some green areas for where the foliage is. And then obviously different colours for the flowers. So just inking through. And again, the smaller your tool, the better it is for your precision inking. Now, realistically, I could do with my precision blenders, but they are at home. We do have them in stock still, and they're $6.99 for a set of 3. Let's just grab these. And then I'm going to pick out a colour for my floral elements. What shall we do? I think a nice purpley tone, but I might actually do a couple. So let's just grab this one. I'm going to start down. And don't worry if you get any markings on there, because you can blend over these. I'm going to bring a couple of colours in. It does look like I'm contaminating. I actually am, but I'm happy with that. And just get some ink in these backgrounds. blend that through. And you'll start to get a mix-up of different colours there. So it'll give a really nice effect. And then afterwards, you can always go in and add in, I've moved it. Okay, get that back in position. Just pop a bit down the side as well. I've picked the one with the most detail in to show you. I could have showed it you with the hearts or the butterflies, but do you know what? They're all fun to play with. So just getting some colour down. There we go. And then I'm going to come back in with the green, but maybe a darker green this time. And start and add a little bit more colour here and there, just for a bit of difference. Okay, so just take that off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to take myself my black ink, and I'm just going to drag that down the stencil. Now the reason I've turned it over is because I want to print this background. Okay, so I've got some ink on there, and then I'm just going to line this up, and I'm going to pop that through my die cutting machine that's next to me. And I'm going to bring the plate in so you can see it. I'm using my Big Shot on this. I'm just going to pop it on top of a cutting plate as if I was die cutting. Make sure that that's lined up. Pop this lid on. And then wind it straight through. And then that's going to give me this really lovely kind of grungy background. You can still, because this is like my water reactive ink, I'm just going to give that a little spritz. I mean, you can see that working already. It looks lovely. Take that off. And then I've got a real great background ready to go onto my card. Now from here, I might think, oh, do you know what? I want to do some stitching on some of the parts. All I would do is grab the stencil and then line it up. I'm leaning over. Hang on. So I can see the leaves there. I can line that up on there, and then I could say, well, let's bring in, I've just got a little bit of foam. When I'm happy, I might just want to stitch that flower. So I would pop that down. I would use my piercing tool, and I would just keep it upright, pop down, and puncture all of the bits. All of the holes, should I say. It's quite a nice therapeutic thing to do. You'll find yourself in a little kind of methodical way where you will go round and make sure that you don't miss any. And I will puncture them all. Oh, I've got this leaf left. And it's very easy to do. And you don't have to do all of it. Like maybe you just want a clean and simple card and you just want to stitch a flower on there or something. So if I lift that up, you should be able to see. Well, I'll turn it over. There you go. And I can see I've missed one hole. I knew I'd do that. So I'm just going to line that back up. Which one was it? That one. There we go. And then all you would do is get your needle and thread. Now, I actually went to my mum's house and I stolen her. She'd got lots of DMC threads, but anything will do. You would just choose whichever colour that you want. I've got a needle here. Thread up and then just go from behind for your first one. You would come up through and then you can go through and stitch your flower. I'm not going to do that for you, but I am going to show you exactly what it looks like on the flower because I think it's absolutely beautiful. It gives you that effect. But definitely have a play with inking up the stencils and running them through your machines because I think that background is gorgeous. So have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Check these out on Dragon's Papercraft website, and they are $5.99 for the 2-part. Have a good day. Bye.